Hello students, today we are going to learn about proportion. Can you tell me what is proportion? Think for a while. Yes, proportion means equal ratios or same ratios are known as proportion. Let us understand proportion with the help of an example. Here is a picture of length 7 inches and breadth 5 inches. Now, to increase the size of picture, we can increase its length, but the breadth will remain the same. By doing so, the picture will not look the same as it was. And if we increase its breadth, even then the picture will not look like what it was before. Can you tell me what will I do to increase the size of a picture as it looks same as it was before? Think for a while. Let me tell you. If the ratio of the length and the width of the original picture is equal to the ratio of the length and the width of the bigger picture, then only it will look exactly as it was before. Here, the ratio of the length to the width of the original picture is 5:7. And if the length of the picture and width of the picture is increased by 2 times, then the length of the picture and the width of the picture will be 10:14. By doing so, the picture will increase in size and look same as it was before. As 5 and 7 are multiplied by 2, we can say that 10:14 is the equal ratio of 5:7. Therefore, if two ratios are equal, we can say that they are in proportion. And the symbol used for proportion is equal to and 4 dots. Therefore, 5:7 is proportionate to 10:14. Order has greater significance in proportion. So, here 5:7 and 10:14 are in equal ratios, means they are proportional. But if we change the order, means 5:7 14:10, which is not equal. Can you tell me why 5:7 is not equal to 14:10? Because if we change the order of the proportion, the value will change. Therefore, the quantity should be expressed in the proper order of proportion. Here, 5, 7, 10 and 14 are known as the terms. In the given proportion, 5:7 is proportionate to 10:14. So, 5 and 14 means the first term and the fourth term is known as the extreme term, and the second term and the third term is known as the middle term. Let us understand proportion with another example. Tina and Shelly has made 7 garlands together. They earn rupees 35 by selling them. Since Tina has made 4 garlands and Shelly has made 3 garlands, then how many rupees will Tina and Shelly get? We can divide 35 into 2 equal parts. In this way, Tina will get 17.5 rupees and Shelly will also get 17.5 rupees. Will it be correct? No, it will not be correct. Since Tina has made more garlands, she should get more money. In order to do so, we will divide 35 in the ratio of money received by Tina and the ratio of money received by Shelly should be equal to the number of garlands made by Tina and the number of garlands made by Shelly respectively. So out of 35 rupees, 4 parts will go to Tina and 3 parts will go to Shelly. The total number of parts will be 4 plus 3 is equal to 7. Thus, out of 35, 4 by 7 parts belongs to Tina and 3 by 7 parts belongs to Shelly. So, Tina gets her share multiplied by total amount, which is 4 by 7 into 35, which is equal to 140 by 7 is equal to rupees 20, whereas Shelly will get her share into total amount, that is 3 by 7 into 35, which is equal to 105 by 7, which is equal to rupees 15. Thus, out of 35 rupees, Tina will get 20 rupees and Shelly will get rupees 15. So, here money received by Tina is and the money received by Shelly is equal to 20:15, which is are the ratios 4:3 and 20:15 are equal? Yes. If we divide the numerator and the denominator by 5, we will get the ratio 4/3 or 4:3. So we can say that 4:3 is proportionate to 20:15. Or in other words, we can say that the ratios are 4:3 is equal to 20:15. Children, here we have learned proportion. Children, today in this video, we have learned about proportion. Now, we will be doing questions based on proportion in our live classes. Till then, thank you.